So now let's see how we can use markups and floor plans to make even more complex and sophisticated designs. So let's say we want to add in a building over here and say it's not built yet, so I'm going to just put it over here and say our building is going to look something like so. All right, so we've got a building that we put there, and we might have a pole. So let's go in here and add a pole. Let's say our pole is going to be right about there. Great, we've got a pole. If we wanted to change what its color looked like, maybe we make it black and black. So we've got our black pole here, and maybe we want to mount a camera there. So we're going to put a camera right on this pole, and then this camera is going to be looking out towards the intersection. Great, we've got a camera there. And let's say if we zoom out, we have over here, great, we've got some of our buildings here. So let's say this is our farm, for example, and we want to put some indoor cameras. We'll go to a floor plan, and this is just a sample floor plan. I'm going to put this in here. So it'll upload this image of the floor plan, and then we can go and scale it to make sure that our sizing is correct. So for instance, we have our, what do we got over here? Yeah, I guess we can use this sort of entranceway. It's usually there 2.5 feet. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more to make sure that I do this correctly. There we go. It looks pretty correct. We'll put 2.5 feet, and we're going to click scale, and there we go. So it's scaled down over here. We can move this up, so let's move this up, and let's say hypothetically that this is our, let's call it right over here. Great, we've got that there. We've got our floor plan. We'll zoom in a little bit more, and then we can start adding in some more cameras. Okay, we've got a loft over here, and let's add a camera for our loft. Let's change the distance here. Let's say it's about 10 feet, and then we'll swing it around over here. And great, we've got a camera over here on the indoors. You can make it bigger, wider. We could, of course, just like we did with any of our other cameras, we could change the resolution. Let's use our 3-megapixel camera. Great, looks really good. We can add in some other cameras in our great room here, so on and so forth. And you get sort of what you can do with that. And let's see, let's zoom out. And let's see, so let's see what we have now in our project. Also, a handy feature, we can click to view all cameras. So now we're looking at all of our cameras. So you see we have 8 cameras here. Other things that we could do is, so we've got our new building here, our house over there. What if we wanted to show that we were going to connect them? Well, one thing we could do is we could then use our line markup, and then we could go over here, and then we could go out a little bit further out. We'll do that to there. Also, interesting thing you'll note here, let me scan this up a little bit. Up, and there we go. And we'll see that over here that this is a 640-foot line, or that's the distance from one end to the other. And we could connect this now over to the house. So I'm going to extend this out over here, and I'm going to continue my line, and boom. So it's right into the house from there. We could also add in a couple of labels here. So we're going to basically, over here, we might add this label. Let's call this our outbuilding 2016 constructed, and I'm just going to adjust this to make this look a little bit better. That looks pretty good. I'm going to put this next to it here, and so we've got our markups, we've got our pole over here. We might want to include a little bit more information here. Let's say we wanted to put the more information about the pole. We might put basically pole 20 feet high, the materials used, etc., so that we have that mapped over there. And I'm just going to make this look a little bit better, put it right next to it, so on and so forth. And then we have our label for that. There we go. There we go, a little bit more. Great. All right, so we've got all of that mapped out. So you see we've got our floor plans, our markups, our labels, and all of this is coming together so that, again, let me use my view all cameras feature. Boom, we've got all of our cameras, we've got our information there. And that's pretty much what you can do in terms of the more advanced side with markups and labels. Thank you.